Oleg Volkov, you are charged with royal defilement by adultery. You are charged with conspiracy by omission. And you are charged with dereliction of your duties as a war chief. How do you plead? Conspiracy by omission. In that you knew there was a plot against the King Abbasi, yet you chose not to tell your king, your queen, or anyone. The information had to be brought to them by someone else. Your duty as a war chief, you should have told them. This makes you guilty of adding to the conspiracy by omitting to tell anyone. Conspiracy by omission. You're not, or you are? So you plead not guilty to the charges then? So royal defilement by adultery. But you plead not guilty to the other two charges. Well, then you must present your evidence. Do you have any evidence of your innocence, that you were not a part of the conspiracy? But you didn't leave a message, didn't you? Left it with Eldrick. Did you instruct Eldrick to report it? But you do agree that as a war chief, you should have told your king about this? Should have informed him of a conspiracy to assassinate an ally? What about the dereliction of your duties? You do know by sleeping with the queen, with you as a war chief, your official position of another kingdom, which is allied to the queen's kingdom, that you could have started a war with your Willie, right? Oh, please do. I see. I see. Um, yes, let's examine that one crime at a time. I feel we should call Eldrick before us to at least compel his testimony and verify some of what Oleg has said. Huh? Well, court calls Eldrick. If you would like to move to the side of the sigil closest to Tarn, so your witness may stand. That's not Tarn. I understand it's Ivar. They look somewhat alike. He's the big one with the horns. Ah, Eldrick. Can you verify any of Oleg's testimony? Surely you've been listening. Did you try to warn him that this was a queen? Is it how he said? Hmm. I could buy that, except for your testimony verifies the fact that you educated him on such right there in the moment that this could incur the wrath of a king, and he said, okay. It seems you were warned about the rules of the royalty by your own testimony and that of Beltrick, right before you stuck your willy in the wrong hole. You must forgive him, he's Severin. Of course we want honesty. You know perjury is a crime, no? Hmm. Accurate. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, you are dismissed. Thank you for your testimony. You will resume your position, Oleg. So, by your own testimony and that of your countrymen, you were warned. Do you still feel that your countrymen did not do enough to prevent you from what you did? Mm-hmm. Well, and therein lies the issue a little bit. You just said your clan, his clan, correct? Hmm. Well, and and if I may interject, therein is your first lesson in royalty. The whole reason we are having this trial is as a benefit to you, Oleg, because I myself advocated for it. The original resolution was they wanted you in chains, Nartan to bring them to your gate, or they were going to attack your kingdom and burn everything. Surely, being a war chief and being in all the meetings of the Northern Coalition, you realize these actions would have drawn us all into a war. Has you been standing there while we've discussed such? The original solution was just you executed and your wife, regardless of your child. I advocated for this trial to give you a chance to save your life. That is the way of politics and royalty. Otherwise, your Willie could have brought the whole coalition to war. And I, for one, am not willing to throw my lance down for yours. The conspiracy by omission, yes. The accusation is that you were told at some time that the queen intended to do away with the king or kill him or other such, neutralize him and take the throne for herself. Do you admit this? Well, that's not the accusation. The accusation is that you knew the information and you failed to report it in a timely manner. Could you not have could you not have scribbled a note and left it for your king before you went to sleep? Eldrick. Well, Eldrick was there to hear it, according to his earlier testimony. They heard both because they were in the same room, and then Eldrick just reported it first. Mhm. Hmm. As of course the right course of action. Our question in the charges, with Oleg being a war chief and expressly committed as I am to the defense of his home, why he did not. I would disagree. As the chief guard of my house, even if Santos had a piece of information, I would see it as my duty as the chief of the guards to bring it to the queen. I don't trust my underling to run. I do my job. It is a poor defense to trust the handling of your job to another. The resting of his loins from what he had done to the queen? I mean, with him, he specifically said the words, "I will tell the king." Well, then that is a suitable defense. Yes, and that is a suitable defense. I mean, if he had told him he was going to inform the king, then obviously Oleg had seen the message given to another advisor. That does make sense, which would make him innocent of this charge. Eldrick, when the queen spoke with you, did Oleg seem to buy into her bullshit or endorse the plan in any way? Did it seem like he was possibly going to go for her offer? Hmm. Okay. Well, as someone else that was there, think about my next question very carefully and answer me specifically. Did Oleg know of the conspiracy against the Bossi before his little soldier invaded hostile territory? Hmm. So he knew none of this before he decided to bed the queen. This is all just after effect. He screwed her so good he got the plan. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Do you have any other questions for him, Lord Severin? Nartan, do you have anything to add? You've been quite quiet. Hmm. Ah, see, so you were informed of the conspiracy with the queen, and that was she wanted to do away with the Bossi. Hmm. Then we're gonna have to call Queen Bronwyn as a witness. Uh, oh, I see you crashed. Look at that, though, Oleg. Your actions are so goddamn shocking. Your king just fucking fainted in the middle of your trial. Santos, can you let her out of the royal area? I'd rather Artorias stays up there. No. While we are waiting for Queen Bronwyn to make her way down, I would like to advise any of you that are carrying weapons, do not draw them, as it may elicit a bad response from the guards. I forgot to tell the guards that are upstairs. I completely skipped my mind. There were so many of them. Ah, there she is, my little sister. Bronwyn, can you tell us what was reported to you as far as the conspiracy with the Queen and recount it as best you can in your own words? While remaining somewhat level, I know you're hormonal. Hmm. Well, you've worked with Oleg for quite some time. Do you think him capable of joining her conspiracy? Hmm. How do you feel about what he has done as your war chief? Do you feel he has served you as a good war chief, or he's been derelict in his duties? So yes, he's been derelict in his duties. Hmm. What would you see done with him if you had the choice for his punishment? It is a simple question. You are a queen in your own right. If you were to punish him, if he had say fuck Nartan, what would you do to him? Hmm. See, that was simple enough. And do you have anything to say in his favor? Anything you would like to say to the court to plead for him, I guess? Vouch for him? Oof. Hmm. Hmm. Thank you for your testimony. All right, so back to the matter at hand. We were talking about the conspiracy by omission. As I said, it seems that he is innocent of this charge. If he was standing there and Eldrick said he was going to tell Nartan, that's a reasonable assumption. That would be no different than me and Santos standing next to each other, and Santos says he will tell Liliana. Santos I would trust. Some low-level pissant guard? No. So it seems he is innocent of this charge, at least in my opinion. The third charge would, of course, be dereliction of his duties. Now, I understand you do say you don't understand the way of royals or this or that, but you do know, as a war chief, I feel because I've been in the meetings with you, you have been in meetings with the Northern Coalition and spoke about the causations and the effects of war. I do not buy that you did not know. You have been in the discussions with us, Oleg. Okay, well, one of the things you are being charged with is dereliction of duty, which I unfortunately can speak on as you share the position I do just in your own kingdom. We are the military leaders of our kingdom. You can look me in the eye, man to man, and tell me you had no idea that you sticking your dick in someone else's queen could start the war between your kingdom and the other. You knew she was a queen. You knew who her king was. You were cautioned moments before penetration about that this will incur a king's wrath. And it never once dawned on you that the king's wrath might include his whole kingdom going to war for you defiling a queen. What is your opinion now? You do see the folly? You do see what you could have caused? What you may well have caused? Well, then we can both agree that you've been derelict in your duty as a war chief, no? Do you believe this is how a war chief should act? I mean, you do acknowledge the weight behind what your hip thrust may have caused, correct? You just said yourself you see what this could have done. Do you believe a war chief should have acted with that authority for personal pleasure? Yes or no? Hmm. Do you have anything to say in your defense? I knew you would find something to fucking pick at. Can we please stick to the task at hand, gentlemen, rather than how fucking unbelievably poor I am, considering I'm sitting next to the god of coin over here? Fucking ask your questions. Hmm. For how long? Yeah, hard labor is a good punishment. For how long? Yeah, I think Abbasi's cutting out. Hmm. Jesus Christ. By Mitra, we have fucking witnesses Zoom calling in when they're only like 10 feet away. It's the goddamn blood crystal radios again. It's the fucking walkie-talkie incident all over again. Ah, do you recover from your stroke? Let's continue. Hmm. 10 days. Yes, you're the aggrieved party. Let's start with this. Was the queen supposed to be a virgin before she married you? Oh, so she wasn't a virgin then, so it's not like he defiled the virgin. So okay, that lessens the charge, but still. This man defiled your queen. What would you see a fitting punishment? We need your honest answer. Not your lenient or because you want to be nice. What is an honest compensation? I get that, but the court should hear his opinion. Hmm. I mean, both seem fitting punishments. I've seen far worse. Ooh. I mean, I'm guessing he's gonna go for the hard labor before he goes for losing his twig and giggleberries. Absolutely. Well, do we need to call any other witnesses? Is there anything? Yes. We've heard the case against you, Oleg. Do you have any witnesses to call in your defense? Yeah, I don't mean witnesses to the issue. I mean people that would speak on your behalf, that would advocate for leniency. Character witnesses. Well, call them. This is your time. I'll do any wish to come and advocate on this man's behalf. Mm-hmm. Now, please come down, Pandora. Come testify before the court. Ah, Pandora, my favorite niece. Do you have anything to say on Oleg's behalf? Anything that we should know before we pronounce his sentence or his punishment? Okay, so you don't really care about Oleg. You just want to make sure Natasha's okay. Okay. I mean, yes. Thank you for your testimony, niece. Does anyone else wish to speak on Oleg's behalf? Please make yourself known. Who is that? Oh, please make your way down to give testimony then. Please state your name and make your case for Oleg. Nor do I. Hmm. Hmm. Well, hmm. Yes. Well, well, he would hold up his hand. Hold on. Speaking of cowards, you come to offer testimony before a tribunal and refuse to give your name nor remove your helmet while every other witness here has. Let us talk about cowardice when you... How are we to consider your word if you will not even identify who you are? He gave his name. Ah, please. Hmm. Thank you for your willingness to comply. So again, stranger, we ask, will you remove your helmet and tell us who you are? Hmm. Your testimony means nothing. You are a nameless piece of armor. If you are not willing to put your identity behind it, then your opinion counts for nothing. Remove yourself. Ah, Is he taking his associates with him as well? Nah, there's no need to push them to the border of the lands. Just outside of the gates, our guards will secure everything else. Nameless armor with too much mouth and not enough brains. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Now they would get much farther with respect than they would with opinionated attitudes. Whether they choose to see it as royals or not, the people in this room control these lands. Whether they like to see it or not. Hmm. But we will not hold your witnesses' crash out there, I guess, against you. But that was their tongue, not your own. Absolutely. Please speak freely. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 Do you have any other questions, Lord Severin? Ah, yes. Hmm. Yes. Well, let's do one at a time. Let's hear Nartan's opinion first. Oh, yes. Well, and the character references that are left. Hmm. Hmm. So she's dead? Hmm. Hmm. So she's doing hard labor as well. Hmm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. I believe a lot has come out in this trial that was not known. All right, you're dismissed. Nartan, let's hear your opinion. He was your war chief. We've heard of your wife. She would not vouch for him. Do you have an opinion? I mean, he was your war chief. He is a member of your kingdom. Do you have anything to say in his favor? Hmm. I mean his actions. I meant more of him as a person. Could you vouch that he is someone worth redeeming, or should we execute him? Do you think he will learn from his mistake, or this will be another trial down the road later? Hmm. 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 But, as I understand it, she participated in the offense too, did she not? Hmm. He said 10 days. Now the question is, if Oleg is to do 10 days hard labor, what would Natasha's punishment be? Is she involved in it? I feel, I feel that Natasha would stay with Nartan, obviously, because she's with child. If after this Oleg is going to return to Valethorn, I would say that Natasha is kept there for safekeeping because she's with child, because we will not punish a child for Oleg's misdoing, and he does at least half of her time. Well, no. Mm. I mean, is it possible for her to be taken with him? Hmm. That seems a fitting punishment. What do you think, Nartan?